Hello, my name is Sharwan, and I will be presenting my lesson plan. This is a lesson plan that I've been working on this past semester. I hope in a few years when I graduate, I could teach this lesson to my future students, or you guys can use this for your uh, lesson plan for your students. Having said that, my lesson plan is on the California Gold Rush, and as you can see here, there's a outline I want to talk about. Um, with this lesson plan, I hope students could try to accomplish or try to attempt answering the essential question, or have a sense of what the essential question you're trying to answer, which is how did we earn our nickname, the Golden State, from this event through all the products and services we've made in this diversified state. Like, uh, how are we nicknamed the Golden State? How do we got the golden nickname, the Golden State, which reflects towards the content center of 4.42, which also touches a bit on like most on the political and economical stuff that relates to the gold rush. And I hope that with this lesson, this activity, students could attempt or be familiarized with chronological spatial thinking, of making a chronological timeline event of the gold rush, and or making a narrative, which is something they get achieve for the Common Core skills part of it. And so, having said that, the lesson activity the independent practice, I should say, that I want students to do after giving my lecture about the gold rush, who was involved, why it's important, all of that stuff connected to the present. It's called Director's Cut. And what I'll have students do is, assuming it's a classroom size of 25 students, divide them up into groups of 5, give them 5 minutes to come up with a skit for 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll give them maybe like a flashcard or paper, depending on how I space it out, and efficiency of paper usage. What I'm grading them on is ensuring that everyone's in the group is participating. They touch at least 3 things that were mentioned from the lecture, and third, and sort of like an optional bonus points of like connecting the events of the gold rush time period to now. Why is the gold rush important to us now? How does it relate to events now? Basically, I'm hoping with this activity they not only be create like excuse me, express their thoughts in a creative way, but also create a visual guide that could help them retain the new information they learn for the exit that I will give them after they're done with this. Guess we should take about do them at like about 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops on this. And so I'm hoping essentially that knowing these are 4th graders, I shouldn't say, but like I just hope they have a general understanding of what the gold rush is, like why it's meaningful to the people here in California and everyone else, how we are nicknamed the Golden State, how we're the most populated state in the country, one of the largest economies in the world, if we were like our own country. I just want them to have a general understanding. If they understand everything I taught them, like A plus, everything, like good for them, but I just want them to have a general understanding about this. So having said that, and this lesson, having said it, teaches about the economy. This will also help students to learn about the different ethnic groups and different people in general, like the Native Americans, Spaniards, and literally everyone who was involved during this time period helped us to where we are. How if it wasn't for their actions, we wouldn't be where we are today. If it was, like I said, if it wasn't for the Spaniards, indigenous people, the farmers and the miners who, and the rich people, or like people in general, without them, um, we wouldn't be. So I want them to not learn about the past, but also appreciate the past. You know, without appreciating, they won't understand what's going on today, or understand what will happen in the future. Because learning about the past will help them understand what's going on now and help them in the future. Because that's something I've always said in these videos and lesson plans, and I'm hoping my students or students in general learn about this because it's really important. Having said that, that is the end of my video of the California Gold Rush, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care.